Hello and welcome to the Daily Gas for October 24th, 2025, called Selfish High Heels by Bill Murphy. Normal Sudoku rules apply. Adjacent digits along green lines must have a difference of at least 5. So what does that mean? Well, if we take a look here, 5 is a very special digit when it comes to German whisper lines in that it's not allowed to be on the line. Because if you try to differ 5 by at least 5 in normal Sudoku, you get 0 on the low end and 10 on the high end, and those are not valid digits. So what ends up happening is we split the digits 1 to 9 into a set of low digits 1, 2, 3, 4, and 6, 7, 8, 9. Any of the digits 1, 2, 3, 4, when differed by at least 5, will always map to one or more of these digits, the high digits, and any of those high digits, when differed by at least 5, will map to one or more of the low digits. So what ends up happening, if I were to place, for example, 1 here along the line, I would know this would be a high digit. I would know this would then have to be a low digit. This would be a high digit and a low digit oscillating on the line, which means that German whispers tend to lend themselves quite nicely to color coding. If you can identify a low digit on a line, then you can identify all the locations of other low digits, or if you can find high digits, the same thing is true, right? And of course, the other ones go in between. And that's it. Those are the rules. Let's just jump right into it. All right, so I think the easy bit here is what digits are we missing in these little sections, right? We've seen a lot of these patterns with some of Bill's recent puzzles. We need 3, 4, and 9. By default, if we know we need 2 low digits and a high digit, it must be 3, 4 like this with 9 in the center. And 4 is actually a special digit on German whispers in that it's allowed on German whisper lines, but it's only ever allowed to have 9 next to it. Like if I place a 4, and actually that's how we solve it, if I were to place a 4 here, 9 would have to go here. It's the only option when it comes to 4, because if you try to differ it by more than 5, as opposed to exactly 5, you would start getting to 10, 11, which are not valid Sudoku digits. Same is true for 6, but in reverse. 6 can only be next to 1 along the line, because that's exactly a difference of 5, and if you try to go any more than that, you end up on the low end of things. So this will be 4, this will be 3. With all of that said, 3 has to be next to 8 or 9, so in this case, it's going to be 8 here. And we keep going. We need 2, 3, and 8. So 8 will go here. 2, 3. If this was 3, this would have to be 8 or 9, which is not possible, which means it's 2 with 7 next to it, and this must be 3, and this will be 8 or 9, which we'll figure out eventually. So I'm just checking to see we can actually resolve this. 3, 6, so let's do it. We still need 2, 3, 4. 3, 4 means this is 2, and this is a 3, 4, 4, 9. We do need a 9. 9, 7, and what? 2, so this is 2. Well, here's the thing. Whether or not this is 3 or 4, no matter what, this couldn't be 7, because 7 can at most have 2 or 1 next to it, which means this is forced to be the 9. This is forced to be the 7, and this has to be 1 or 2. Can't be 2, so it must be 1. Actually, this is going to be 1, 2, 7 as well. So this will be 7 here with a 1, 2, but let's see. Yeah, the problem with this being a 9 is that this could be 3 or 4. Both of those are equally valid. And 1 and 2 are so unrestricted that I don't see a way to limit where this goes. Like 2 could have 7, 8, or 9. So if this can't be 7, actually, even better, it has to be 7, which means, again, it doesn't really matter. 2, 1, 7, 8, 9. We know that this has to be a high digit at least. It can't be 6, 7, or 8, so it must be 9. But I still don't see how we can place the 1, 2 because both of those are valid against 7. So with that, we can do our 2, 6. So that's there. 2 does give us 2 here. We still need, well, we still need 5 and 8. 5 cannot go there. It has to be 5 here. 5, 8. And then, like, with that information, what can we do here? Well, we're missing 4 as well as 6 and 9. We know that this couldn't be 4, I guess for a couple of reasons. But this couldn't be 4 because it would leave 6, 9 together on the line, which is not going to be allowed. So we know this has to be 4 with something. It can't be 4 with 6 because 6 can only be next to 1, so it must be 4, 9 with 6 here. 6 can only be next to 1, as I said. 9 does give us our 4, 9. 4 also places 9 here. 9 there does give us 9 here. And this needs to be a low digit. It could be 4, it could be 1. We're missing 1, 4, and 7. So it must be 7 with 1. So this must be the 4. Wherever the 7 goes, just has to be able to have 1 or 2 next to it. This can be 2, and this can be 1 or 2. Because this is 3, 4. 1, 2, 8. We know that this has to be 1 or 2. And 8 has to go here with either 1 or 2. I'm not seeing the resolution. We know this has to be high. What high digits do we have left? Only 6, so it has to be 6. And 6 actually forces 1. So that helps. 1 and 1 gives us 1 here. That gives us 7 there. We know this is 1 or 2, which I guess should have clued us into that this was 7. I don't know why it didn't. This will be 6 or 8, actually. Either one is valid here. So what are we still missing? 3, 4 here. If this was 4, this would be forced to be 9, which means it can't be that. It must be 3 here, with 4 here, with 3 here. 3, 8 or 9. Can't be 9 for a couple reasons, so it must be 8. A few reasons. So it must be 8. 8 has to be 1, 2, or 3. Yeah, sorry, we know this is a 1, 2 pair. This has to be a high digit. If this is 1, this could in fact be 6. So this is a 6, 8 pair, isn't it? We can't place 7 exactly. It's an X-wing up here. But we know this is a 6, 8 pair, which means 2 will go here. 4, 4 will go here. 4 does give us 4 here. And what are we still missing? 5, 8. This is 5, this is 8. 5 gives us 5 here, gives us 5 here. This is 6. And we're coming together. This is 6, this is 8. Again, 1, 2. Either one is valid here. We still need 3 and 7. Gives us 7 here. 7, we still need 5, 6. And it's going to give the 1 here. 1 gives us 2, gives us 1, gives us 2, gives us 1. And then the 3, 5, and 8 is resolvable as 3, 8, and 5. And we are done in 7 minutes and 36 seconds with Selfish High Heels by Bill Murphy. So, with that, hopefully you enjoyed, and thank you for watching.